Hello everyone. In this lecture we will understand the basic concept related to the C++ programming. That means again the comes under the object oriented programming. Then in this lecture we will understand about the C++ programming basics. Then basic about the syntax, we already understand the one program with the C++. Then again a data types under the C++. Then in before that we need to know about what exact the variables means. Means a particular under the C++ what exact the variables is. Everyone knows about the variable definition. Like variable is again attribute which one is which stores our information, or it may be the a variable is a particular entity which one is stores the information as per the data type. For example, int age, int is a data type. We already means after this point we will understand what exact the data type is. Int, that one is a data type. Age is a variable name, and that variable name contains a 20 value. Why 20? Because of as a data type is a int is a integer value. That's why the particular use of variables is to store the value. Actually it represent like this, like a variable name, then under the memory it stores the particular integer value in the memory, and that memory naming with a variable name, that is a age. Okay, and that one is the data type is a integer, that is a 20, right? That one is simply the explanation about the variable. But exact the use of variable, particular whenever we develop any program, we need to store some values, we need to store some data, or it may be we use some data for the programming to execute something. Like we will consider as addition program, then we need to add the two value, then we need to store that two value under the particular variable. Like a variable contains a 10, b variable contains 20, and then it may be addition with a 30, and that one is again stored in another variable. That one is simply the use of a variable under the programming. Then we will understand how exact the data type is related to that. Like every variable you need to define with a data type. Without that it is not workable. Then C++ data types, all variables, we already know about what is meant by the variable. Variable is a particular entity which one is we stored, or we stores our data in that one is with a naming with a particular variable name. All variable use a data type during the declaration to restrict the type of data to be stored. That one is a data type which one is we need to defines that we stores that type of data in a particular variable. That is simply the use of data type. Therefore we can say that the data type are used to tell the variable the type of data it can store. Means whenever we define a variable name, then you need to mention with the data type, like int age, then that variable name represent with the integer value, that is represented by that data type. Compiler allocates some memory for that variable based on the data type with the which it is declared. Like this is an integer variable, then a particular variable have a space allocated, the space under the memory, then memory space, then that one is again the depend on the data type. Means a particular integer data type have a particular memory size, then character have a different memory size. We will understand in detail about the each and every data type and its memory requirement. Then every data type requires a different amount of memory. I already told you. Then data types in a C++, that one is again categorized with the three types. It's a primary data types, derived data types, and user defined data types. Under the primary, that one is comes means it's a basic, we can say that it's a primary means a basic data types. That one is a integer, character, boolean, floating point, double floating point, wide, and wild character. These are the primary data types. Then derived data types, that one is a function, array, pointer, reference. Then third, that one is a user defined data type, that one is a class, structure, union, enum, type. We will understand it with a practical example how exact these types, or why the particular derived function is a derived data type, then why actually the class is a user defined data type, and the particular primary data types are, these are the primary data types. Then data types in a C++ is mainly divided into three types. Then what is meant by the primitive data type? These data types are built in or predefined data type, means it's come with a particular language, or it may be it's by default, we can say that, can be used directly by the user to declare a variable. We can directly use this primitive data type like int, char, float, boolean. We can directly use it to store the value in a particular variable, or it may be a define a variable as a particular data type. That is a primitive data type, means it's a inbuilt or predefined, okay, built-in or predefined data types. That data types, we can say that that is a primitive data type. Derived data type, the data types that are derived from the primitive or built-in data types, means a particular data type we created using the primitive data type. That type of a data type we can say that is a derived data types. That one is a derived, means particular this derived data types defined with the particular primary data types. That's why it's mentioned as a derived. It's a derived from built-in data types. Then user defined data types, that one is these data types are defined by the user itself, means user defines a particular type of data. That's why that is called as a user defined. Like a class, user defines a class data type. That's why or it may be a user define a class as it contains which type of a data, and that's why it's defined as a user defined data type, right? That one is not a built-in or predefined. Okay, that is the basic explanation about the data types. Then data types in a C++ is mainly divided into three types. That one is a primitive data type, derived data type, user defined data type. That one is a integer means int, character means char, boolean means bool. That one is we stores the true or false. Floating points, that one is float. Double floating points, that one is double. Valueless or wide is again a data type. We mention as a wide as a data type. That one is null. Then wild character, that one is wchar underscore t, that is actual representation of data types. These are the primitive data types. Derived data types, function, array, pointer, reference. User defined data type, class, structure, union, enumeration, type defined data types, right? These are the categories of data types. Then we will understand in detail about in this lecture about the primitive data type. In later video lectures we will understand what exact the derived data types, then what exact the user defined data types with the practical example or with the code example. Then primitive data types available in a C++, that one is an integer. It's a keyword used for integer data type is int. Under the programming we not directly use as an integer, we use only int space variable name space, or it may be a variable name is equal to whatever the value we need to assign, we mention that value. That is the integer. Same thing, integer is used for only storing the integer number, right? That one is a 1, 2 up to the whatever the numbers are. Then character data type is used for storing the characters like A, B, C, D. These are the characters. If you want to store the character under the particular variable, we can use a character. Then the we use for character as a data type is a char, char. Then boolean data type is used for storing the boolean or the logical value. It may be the 0 or 1, or it may be a true or false. And the representation of boolean data type under the C++, that one is a BOOL, bull. That one is a representation. Then floating point data types is used for storing a single precision floating point values or the decimal value. Floating points means it's a floating point data type represent with a float only, FLOAT, float variable name, and it contains a floating values like a 10.10, 10.20, right? Then double floating point is same as a floating point, but the size of the floating point, double floating point is a double of a basic floating point. That is the difference. Then void means without any value, that is a null. Void data type represent a valueless entity. Void data type is used for those function which does not return a value. Means the when we understand the function, I will explain you void, function name, and the body of a function, and what exact the meaning of that. Okay, but that comes under the data type. Then while character data type is also a character data type. Is a again extension of a character data type. Char is a wchar underscore t. Then what is the difference between the wild character and character? This have the under the character we only stores one character in a particular variable, right? Then under the wild character we can store the 2 or 4 byte long stream. That is, this type of has a size greater than the normal 8-bit data type, right? Represented by this short form. It is generally 2 or 4 byte long. Okay, this is simply the explanation about the primitive data types. We will understand the code, how exact it work. This is simply the code. It's a hash include IO stream. It's a header file for the input output stream. Means we use cout. The definition comes under the IO stream. Include string is again the header file, which one is used for this string type. Actual string is not a data type. It's one type of it's a part of this library function, right? It's behaves like a data type, but it's not a data type. Okay, that one is again int. Then variable name stores the value of a 5. Then float variable name, then it's stores the floating value 5.99. double, it stores again the same value, but this whenever we increase the size of this floating, it's adjust. Char myletter is equal to, contains a single letter under the character data types. Then bool, that one is my boolean. It contains a true. It's mentioning with a true. Automatically when you print the my bool, it prints a 1. Okay, we will run it later about how exact it work. Then string, my string, the particular, we stores the whole string under the particular this variable. Okay, this is simply the string. Character contains only a single character, right? Then print variable values, means we initialize these values with the variables, and then we print it with the cout. This is simply the explanation about different type of data types, and the we will print it on a particular screen. Then next, that one is a data type modifier. What is mean by the data type modifier? That one is simply the data type modifier means what? That one is if you want to change the size of integer, then we use the modifier, right? We will understand with example how exact these modifiers are work. Then type data type modifier available in C++, that is signed, unsigned, short, and long. These modified normally used before the particular data types, like int is a data type. We use the signed int, means it's changed the int behavior, right? It's only contains a signed value like a minus, plus. Unsigned, it only stores the positive value, right? Short, it reduce the size. Long, it increase the size of the length of digit. That is the actual the use of data type modifier. We will understand with the example. These are the data type, then size in a byte and range. Then short int, it's a 2, normal ints, it's a 4. Because of this modifier, short as a data type modifier, the int data type size is a 4, but it reduced with a 2 because of the short. This data type modifier modifies the size of int. That's why this particular data type modifier called as a, or this short is a work as a modifier. That's why it's called as a data type modifier. Same thing, unsigned short in, then it's only stores the positive value. Then unsigned in, it stores short means it's reduce the size as compared to this. Then int, it's have the both signed unsigned values with the full range. This is actual the use of the data type modifier. If you want to then what exact the use of this data type modifier, why when we use it, like you want to store the roll number 1 to 100, and that one is in future it's not again changed, that range is same, or 1 to 1000, then there is no need to define with a or maybe that roll number is not in a negative, then there is no need to mention with a short int. We can define that data type variable data type as a unsigned short int, means it contains only the memory for this range. There is no need to use extra memory which is not used lifelong. That is the use of this data type modifier. Okay, then this is simple the program. If you want to verify the size of a particular variable or a particular data type, you can use it, the size of function. Then particular include hash include IOStream is a basic program structure of a C++. Every time whenever you create the C++ code, we start it with a hash include input output stream, because of that is a basic functionality under the header file. It's a input output. Every program related to some input and it gives output. That's why that is a mandatory. Then using namespace std, I already explained in yesterday's lecture. That one is, it contains a relation between the cout and or it maybe is a bridge between the cout and IOStream. Okay, then this is a main function. Every C++ program run with the main function. Without main function it is not runnable. Then cout, then size of char, that is it's directly a text which one is print on a particular screen. Then size of is a function. Whenever you mention a data type here, char, int, float, double float, bool, then another data types, it gives the size in a byte. Okay, we will run it practically and understand how exact it works. Then next, these are the references, which one is this comes from. This is simply the explanation about the data types and variables means what, data types means what, and working of that. Then we will run the simple program. That one is with this. I've already stored the program under the CPP programs, and will run it. Now data type, that one is simply a data type. And okay, what is the program name? Is a data type as a program name. Then how we will run it? G++. Then program name is data type.cpp. We can directly run it like this. There is no need to mention -o and again a program name. I just to mention G++ space data type or the program name.cpp. It's compiled, and click on enter after this step. Then it's compiled. It's not means it's run successfully, it's compiled successfully. Now we'll run it with dot / and program name data type, right? Then data type not such file or dictionary data type dot cpp. Okay, it's confusing with a data type with a C++. Okay, we will rename it with some another name, data type with 2, right? Now we will again run it G++, then 2.cpp, then again dot / that program name as 2. Okay, it's not generated the file, right? It may be a layout. No, it's a 2.cpp. No, you need to run the G++, sorry, G++ 2.cpp. It's mandatory to mention a -o and then again program name. Okay, then it's run now. Then dot / 2. Okay, now it's run. Means it's a mandatory with the -o2, right? Means a -o, it generates actual the exe. It's a mandatory to at the time of compile you need to mention this 2. Now the output is simple. If we see the program, its output cout int, that is my num is a variable name. It contains a 5. It prints a 5 here, right? Int, that is int 5, float 5.99, then double 9.98. Just to change it with the integer with the 5.5, means for integer data type I assign the float value. Now we will verify how exact it work, right? Okay, just to compile it, you can run it. I just to modify the integer data type or a variable of integer mentioned with the float value, and actually it need to print with the 5.5, but the variable data type is a 5, is an integer, and we provides a float value. But because of the data type initiation or the definition, it's print only the integer. It neglect this floating value. That is actually the use of these data types. That's why it's important to mention before the variable names, and which type of data we stored under the particular variable. Now